Hello viewers, thank you so much for supporting me, for inspiring me, for subscribing to this channel, for liking it and for sharing it. Continue to do so and I'll be very happy that I am helping you in a very small way. The aim of my teaching is to cause no strain to your brain. Your time does not go in vain. Your tears do not bring rain. And you lose less and more you gain. So let us start again. So here some of my viewers asked me, when I taught this method of 24 into say 48, and I break up 6 and 4, and then I multiply 6 8s of 48 and 4 and 6 4s 24 and 4 is 288 and 4 again with 32 and a 3 and a 35 and a 3 and 11. So they asked me, what happens when they are prime numbers? What happens when they are prime numbers and the factors are the numbers itself? So yes, so let us take 49, not 49, say let us suppose 49 is not a prime number. So let us say 47 and say 29. Or even in 3 digits, you can do that. So I'm showing it 2 ways. No problem. There's a way to any kind of problem. And if we solve it, the way becomes very easy and smooth. So here 47 into 30 minus 1. You can do that. And that is, you multiply 0, 3 7s are 21, carry 2, 3 4s are 12 and 14, and then minus a 47. So therefore now you subtract 47, that is you subtract, you get a 3 and you get 6 and 3 and 1. You can do this. Or you can also do 50 minus 3. You can do 29. 29 into 47 is 29 into 50 minus 3. So we multiply 50, that's 0, 45, 14 minus 27, 2, 3 to 6, 87. And then we subtract, the answer we get 10 minus 7 is 3, 14 minus 8 is 6, and then you have a 3 and a 1. So this is how we do it. Or we do some I taught the Vedic multiplication, maybe a little fast, they liked it. So this can be done even in Vedic maths, that's 47 and 29. We multiply vertically 63, carry 6, then cross multiply 36 and 14 and add it, we get 16 and 56. We write the 6, carry 5, carry the 5, 4 2s are vertical multiplication again. So 8 and 8 plus 5 is 13, same answer. So this is with regards to prime numbers. Today what I'll teach is mainly for 8 and above, all those who have learned, or maybe 7 in some places, so which are dependent. Now you learned a plus b whole square was square of a, square of b, not this. It is not a square plus b square. Please, it is not a square plus b square. So one more, twice ab. Because a plus b whole square means a plus b into a plus b. So that gives you a square plus ab plus ba plus b square. And that is compact. So similarly, if you have a minus b whole square, that will be a square. Again a plus b square, not a minus b square, because minus into minus is plus. And then it is minus 2ab. Because it is a minus b into a minus b, which is a square minus ab minus ba and plus b square. Minus b into minus b. And the other formula is a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. Here when we multiply, you get a plus ab and a minus ab. That middle term gets cancelled. It gives a into a square, then a minus ab and a plus ab, which gets cancelled, and you get plus into minus is minus b square. And the other one, very important, x plus a and x plus b. It's just like saying a plus 3 into a plus 7. It's just like saying x square minus 7 into x square plus 11. One of them is same and the other two are two unlike terms. It can be numbers, it can be variables. So anyway, this when we come to algebra section, I will explain to you again. But how are we applying this to multiplication of numbers without long multiplication, and we do it faster. So this is x square plus, add the 2 and into x. So let me rub it and write again. So here you have x plus a into x plus b, which gives me x square, add the 2, a plus b into x plus ab. So this 4 formulas, how are we applying in multiplication of numbers? Squares. I told you to learn squares up to 50. If you can do mentally, it's very good. Okay? Now, suppose you have, otherwise you can do it in the form of a plus b whole square or a minus b whole square. Like, if you have 53 square, you said, ma'am, you said to learn till 50, it's 53 square. Even I can find 19 square or 17 square or 24 square or 102 square by a plus b whole square formula. Right? We learn algebra, any chapter we learn in mathematics, do not deal it as a topic for an examination. We study, we get marks. It is how to apply each and every topic into the other topic. That makes maths easy, faster. And the learning becomes meaningful. Okay? So here you have 50 plus 3. So just add the squares. You know 50 square is 2500 plus 9. So immediately you can make 2509 because the squares will be positive irrespective whether it's a plus 3 or a minus 3. It will always be a square plus b square. And then you just multiply these two, 2ab. That's 150, and doubles of numbers you should know mentally. So 150's double is 300, and when I add this, 2809. 2809. So this is how you can do squares of numbers. What is 53 square means? 53 into 53. Other than what I taught you. You remember Vedic maths, you do it, or you run 53 is again a prime number, but it is 53 square. So you can, and suppose I have a number like 28 square. Okay? 28 square. So this is 30 minus 2 whole square. Now I'm subtracting. You're taking the closest 10 whose square you know mentally. See, 28 I can take like 18 plus 10. Maybe you know 10 square but you don't know 18 square. You can take 28 is 19 plus 9. You know 9 but you don't know 19. If I have a number 47, you can take 37 plus 10. Other numbers, but their squares you must know. So nearest tens. The nearest tens. 2-digit number, nearest tens. So here 30 minus 2. So it is 30 square plus 4 square. So immediately you can do 904. I'm just showing you for the working, but when I'm doing 30 square is 900 and 2 square, that will also be positive. So immediately 904, and it's a minus sign. So just multiply these two, plus 30 and a minus 2 is a minus 60, but double that, 2ab. It's 2ab. So 120. Now I subtract 120 from this number, I get 784. But I know square of 28 is 784. I know squares up to say 50. Right? Even if I forget, I do these formulas. There's no problem. There's no problem. There are so many ways to do mathematics. Not one way. There are many ways of doing it. And we follow You have learned so many ways of learning and you opt the best way. Now here you have minus method. Okay, so if it's very close, and we see how the squares help you children. Suppose you have 99.9 square. So imagine 99.9 into 99. So that is why maths is boring. That is why maths is disinteresting. That is why maths, you fear this subject. It is not something you have to be afraid of. It's lovely. It's lovely. So here I don't like it. So I will do a minus b whole square. Closest to 99 is 100 minus 0.1. So all decimal numbers you can do now with a plus b whole square or a minus b whole square. And you should know 100 square, the number of zeros are doubled. With a 1, you have 2 zeros become 4 zeros square. If it's cube, the number of zeros become 3 times. So here you have this plus 0.1 square. So that's 0.01 you can put with the square. You don't have to put plus because a square plus b square, add it up immediately. Then multiplication, 0.1 is 1 by 10 and 1 by 10 of this number is 10. So twice minus 10, minus 20. And again the problem comes when there are many zeros and you have to subtract a number. So a square, this. So I hope I wrote 4 zeros, yes. Then 0.1 is 0.01, adding it up, and 10 into 0.1 is, 100 into 0.1 is 10, double it. So here you have this, and when you subtract 20, people have a problem in subtracting the zeros. Just remember this is 0, this will become 8, the rest, how many zeros will become 9, and this number will reduce by 1. And of course this 0.01 is there. How easy. I'm explaining, so that how do you do it? But you try it at home. You whatever these little sums I'm giving you, you just ask your mommy to give. It goes so fast and you love to do calculation. You put your calculator at the side. Because children, when you do with calculator, you have to tap, tap, tap. 3 numbers. Tap 1 dot. Then you do a shift and then do square. And then you equal to. And then you write. And blindly you write the answer. Believe in the calculator so much. But in your course of tap, 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 you forgot the decimal. And whatever answer you got, you wrote in the exam. Because you trust the calculator more than your brain. Don't do that. Trust yourself. When you trust yourself, you believe in yourself, you do the best. Remember? So this is decimals, right? Now you have suppose your teacher is giving all small numbers in an example. So you can try anything. I cannot, in a short video, I cannot tell everything. But I'll tell you how to do. You can try with any number. Suppose I give you 124 square. Okay? Alright, such a big number? Yes, the square which you know of. 100 plus 24. Do you know the square of 24? Well and good. Then you break it up that way. Clear? Otherwise, I break it up as 120 plus 4. 2 convenient numbers which you can multiply mentally. Otherwise, what's the use of doing this? It's as good as keep multiplying if it takes same time. This is to save your time, number 1. Second, apply. Application of what you studied, you're correlating with this. That is algebraic formulas. Okay. So here you're doing 120 plus 4 whole square. So 120 square, 12 square is 144. And then 2 zeros. 144, 2 zeros plus 16. So plus 16. So it becomes 144, 16. Mentally you can do. 14400 plus 16 is 14,416 and plus twice this you can multiply here only. 120 into 4 is 480, double of 480, 960. And children, you have to be very fast also in doing mentally double of numbers, triple of numbers, right? And then we add this 14416 and you got 960, that is 6. And then a 7 and a 13 and a 5 and a 1. So that's the number. You can check it. Okay. Sometimes while calculating, while I'm doing this, maybe I may make a mistake. Just check it. Okay. So that is square. Now another nice. These are squares of numbers. So if you have like a number, I'm doing all plus. Or I'm doing all plus. So you are doing like, suppose I'm giving you like 48 square. right? Yeah, it will be minus. You can do 40 plus 8, no problem, because you know 40 square is 1600 and you know 8 square is 64, 40 into 8 is 320, double of that is 640, fine. But if you like plus, I told you be positive. Okay, positive is better than being negative. Okay, so 48, but I write 50 minus 2. Let us learn to face the negative also. Okay, so that is 2504. 50 square is 2500 and plus 4. So 2504, double of 50 is 100. And double of that, 50 twos are 100. That is double of 50. Minus 50. Why? Plus 50 into minus 2 is minus 100. Sorry, I said 50. Plus 50 into minus 2 is minus 100. Now 2ab. Multiplication of these two is minus 100. So minus 200. And it is 2304. Subtracting hundreds and tens and adding tens and hundreds. Such a easy number. Why didn't God make those numbers? We'll ask God. Okay. So this is the subtraction. Now in this squares only, there are certain numbers which will give you still a smaller, still a faster method, like numbers ending in 5. So if you have 25 square, now you all know again, 25 square means 25 into 25. X square means x into x. Okay, 2x means x plus x. The 2 in front, the 2 at the top, the 2 at the bottom, all are different in maths. Okay, so here 25 square. So 25 square, you do okay, 20 plus 5 whole square. Whatever strikes you at the time of writing, do it. Okay, these all fast methods can only be done if you have interest in maths, you do a lot of maths and you want to do fast maths, and there's a lot of practice required. It can't be done in one day. Okay, and these especially are when you are doing mensuration, when you're doing area volumes, when you're doing trigonometry, or when you're doing calculations, boring sums like commercial mathematics, lot of addition. There you use the tricks. I don't say that standard 4 and standard 3 do these tricks, because their teacher expects you to add as the teacher has taught you. Okay, so 25 square, numbers ending in 5 and their squares. It will always end with 25. The last 2 digits will always be 25. That's all. And what will be following? What will be before, preceding 25? Just take 2. What number comes just after 2? 3. Take their product. Product means multiplication. 2 3s are 6. So answer is 625. So this is still faster than A plus, but this is only for numbers which end in 5. Okay. So suppose you have a number like 95 whole square. I can do 95 into 95 long multiplication, or whatever, Vedic maths, or 90 plus 5, or 100 minus 5 whole square. But the fastest of all this is, because it's ending in 5 and it is a square, you write 25. What comes after 9? 10. And what is the product? Don't add. 9 tens are 90. 9025. So 75 square. Okay, it will be 25, the last 2 digits. 7 8s are 56. 5625. Okay, 85 square. 8 7. The number after 8 is 9. 8 9s are 72. 7225. So even if you have like suppose 115 square. That's why, if you know tables till 16 or even 25, it still goes faster, children. So because now this is ending in 5. Okay, 25. What comes after 11? 12. 11 12s are 132. Okay. Suppose I have a very big number, like suppose I have 265 square. Okay, 265 square. Okay, it will end with 25. Instead of doing 265 into 265, it takes longer time. It won't take that much time. What is the product of 26 and 25? Because 26 and 27. The number which comes after 26 is 27. Okay. So you have 26 into 27. So you multiply this and just write the answer here. 26 into 27 also has a trick of multiplying. How? I'll tell you. So this is 26 and into 27. I'll get 26. 27 is 1 more than 27. So this is this. So 26 square you know is 25 square 625, 676. So you should know squares. If you don't know, multiply, no problem. Okay, but if you know 26 square is 676 and plus one other 26, 12 carry 1, 10, 702. So the number which I gave you was 265. So you got 26 into 27 is 702 and 25. Got it? So if it's not clear or the board is not clear or if I'm fast, please write in your comments, children, because we are all not perfect and you are my best teachers. My children, my students, the listeners, the learners are my best teachers. You know, today if I stand here, it's only because you students, because you have made me learn how to teach and how many ways to teach. Because there are so many minds I have trained and I have learned each mind. So do not worry. If it's fast, if it's not clear, you let me know in your comments. I will improve myself. Okay, so this is numbers ending. Let us see what will be 35 square now. You know why it will help you? Now suppose the number is a decimal number. Okay, so if it's a decimal number like 3.5. 3.5 square, no problem. 3.5 square. So it's ending in 5. So it will be 0.25 now. 3.5 square will be 3.5 square will be 0.25, and what number comes after 3? What number comes after 3? That is 4, that is 12. 12.25. So even in decimals it will be a problem. If it's 5.5 square, it will be 5 6 are 30, 30.25. No problem. So in numbers ending in 5, if you have to square them, if it's the multiplication of the number with the number itself. So this is of squares of numbers. This is regarding squares of numbers. Now if you have like 103 and you have 97. So first I taught you how to apply a plus b whole square, right? In the squares of numbers, or a minus b whole square. Now how do you apply this formula, that is a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. That we all know. So now this is 100 plus 3 and 97 is 100 minus 3. And 100 square is the 4 zeros. 100, the zeros are doubled. Okay, that's 10,000. That is 100 square. The answer is 100 square minus 3 square. And that is 10,000, 4 zeros minus 9. Now very many small children are very